your 25 years doesn't count. I mean, if something has changed,
right,
then it's changed.
Yeah, things do change in this life.
I'd go to a street corner and there was a hot dog stand there, or there was a phone booth, a 70s phone booth, and then it changed to a hot dog stand. That's just it.
You can't hang on to it.
Yeah, you can't say, but I want the phone booth.
You can't hang on to a hot dog.
Doesn't work like that,
right.
Nigel.
Yeah.
Can't hang on to a hot dog
that long
in your mouth for that long without people accusing you of being what you are.
Fox-headed goon on skates.
Jody Gibson.
Hello, Babydol. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Are you the woman?
Yes,
you are.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Are you the woman that I saw in, I don't know if it was a movie or a documentary, but I just remember there was a Hollywood madam, and she's the one that had all the clients, and Heidi worked for her, and then that's you?
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's you.
Yeah, I think you were talking about, was it High Price of Fame for E?
I think that was it. Yeah, it was on E! Entertainment.
Yeah.
I saw that too, yeah.
I had just gotten out of prison when I
you were, that's what I was telling these guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That you were having some trouble with the law, right?
I had gotten prosecuted and convicted, and
and
even though I was told I was going to a minimum security camp for first-timers, I wound up in a maximum security facility with death row inmates.
Oh, my God.
7 murderers to a room.
How long were you in there?
And me. Close to 3 years, about 2.5.
Wow.
Now,
the days were very long.
While you were in there, is that when Heidi Fly started to take over? Your clients?
No, it didn't happen at all like that. The chronology worked like this.
Okay.
Heidi came to work for my service in 1990.
As a prostitute?
Yeah, she was an escort.
Right.
She was an escort. I couldn't do much for her though. She didn't quite have the look my clientele was very spoiled by at that time. That said, she went out on her own in 91 and was subsequently arrested in 93. So she was really only operative 2 years. She did very well in those 2 years.
Right. But wasn't she taking from your list? I mean, wasn't she?
No, she never got to do that.
Oh, she did.
She never got the chance. No, she took from another gal named Alex, who's dead now.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But she was big in the early 80s.
So was your chest still.
Right. Yeah, boy, how they ever.
Was your chest big in the 80s?
Natural 38.
Really?
Bodacious season.
Well, nice job.
I had him at 13, actually.
Really?
It was a bit on the wild side then.
You're a bit
finally now Nigel's out. He's like,
straight from
breast
the tribe.
talk, I'm out. You're not talking about skating or homos. I'm out of here.
And the bases have been gone for a while.
Straight from the tribe.
So you had over 300 girls at one time working for you?
Yes.
And over 1,000 clients, some of those very popular guys.
Yes.
Entertainers.
Yeah.
Now, I have a bit of a problem with this. What's going on with you madams that once you get busted, you know, because I would be on one of these lists. I don't have a big name, but I would be on a list. I was involved in stuff like this, and what we're paying for is the privacy.
Yeah, no doubt.
However, you know, my situation is so very different from anyone else's. I mean, number one, again, you know, there was such political agenda that went along with my case. And again, I had never been arrested of anything before. You know, I took the hit, even though it took 3 to tango.
Right.
Me, the guys, and the girls.
Yeah,
But I took the hit.
The trick, the John, right?
Yeah, I knew I was going to prison, but I was told I was going to a minimum security camp for first-timers. No drugs, no nothing. Wound up in a 20 by 20 room with 7 other murderers doing life, which was no accident.
How's your memory? Because I'm taking focus factor.
Excellent.
All right,
what do you want to know?
I don't know. You said that twice.
About winding up in a level 4 maximum? Well, but you asked me the question.
You were told you're going to the minimum security.
You guys want to fight?
No,
What's going on here?
you asked me the question again.
I'm just kidding.
That's okay.
I asked you again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You might want to.
I don't remember.
That's okay. I'm with you.
I'm taking focus factor, though.
I'm with you.
Take it orally.
Needn't worry.
All right, so
it's all good.
You would hook up people like Ben Affleck.
Yes.
He would call you. Like, how would he know who to call?
You know, that's a good question. I was the reason I was operative 13 years was because I went to great measures to ensure my safety, which is how I survived 13 years in that insane business. And one of the things was I did no advertising, and you could only get to me by referral. So you had to have someone whom I had already done business with, or you didn't get to do business with me.
Gotcha. Did anybody ever ask you to?
Get into a scenario.
Ah, that's funny. Thank you. Is it because of my 38?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, the truth is, no, I never worked for the service. I was really just the brains behind the operation.
But were you approached? I mean, would someone throw out money?
You know what? Interestingly enough, you know, I was leading a double life for those 13 years. I was making records and working as Babydol on television and such.
Okay.
And you know, I kept those lives very separate. So I had an entertainment career going over here to the left, and then I had the Super Madam thing going.
Is most of it by phone or?
Yes.
It is. Okay. Why would anybody? Now, when I saw that thing on Heidi Fleiss, I'm thinking, why wouldn't every prostitute do that? Once she has 4 or 5 Johns, then forget giving a kickback to the madam.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? Do me a favor. Just call me direct when you want me. I'll come over.
That's a really good question. The truth of it is that, and I'll be happy to answer it.
Okay.
The truth of it is,
they told me I was going to go into a minimum security.
Oh, you're so
and he's in
funny.
there with 7
I
murderers.
love a guy with a sense of humor. I love a guy with a sense of humor. No,
And a flat top. Right, Nigel?
The truth of it is. The truth of it is, you can't run that business and work for it at the same time because you have to take a stand. And
but here's what I'm saying.
Am I going in and out? I feel like I'm coming in and out on the mic.
Oh, I think that mentally.
Right, yeah.
I feel like I'm. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are times when you have to take a stand for the guys. Let's say if a girl, and there's a time.
Okay, now our mic is screwing up.
Yeah, it is. I keep hearing. It's okay.
What was that?
Second time I did that.
Oh, he did it.
Well, because the first time it was all in your brain.
And I'm all trying to be engineer.
You're bad.
I heard it that time.
You're bad.
Yeah, he's
And
good, actually.
You know what happens when you're bad, don't
What?
you?
Spanking?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so no, you have to take a stand. You can't.
I've been cursed. I have hemorrhoids. Please, don't spank me.
Right.
You can't run it and work for it at the same time. You just can't. You got to take a stand and be the boss.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. If you're one girl that, let's say, you only want 5 guys.
There's a lot of that going on.
And they're regulars.
Yeah, I call them mini madams. They're very prevalent. Although today the whole madam thing is obsolete.
No. I mean the prostitute. The prostitute. Let's say
she's doing her own thing. She's got
trick.
4 or 5 people.
Yeah, and she likes these guys and they're regulars. Now I don't need to give any of my money to the madam.
Right.
I mean, you're in a dangerous spot, or a spot where you're easily eliminated.
Who, me per se?
Yeah. Well, any madam.
When you were in jail with 7, killers.
Yeah.
And it's high.
No doubt.
It's high risk.
Yeah.
Because next thing you know, they could tell you you're going minimum security.
Yeah.
You could be in a jail cell.
Say it again.
With 7 murders.
Yeah.
Just in case they missed it the other 5 times.
Right.
No. First of all, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Okay. That said.
But you're cutting in and out.
But I am. I feel like I can't even really. I feel like I am.
No, you're not.
Feel this. No, you're fine.
Okay. What was the question?
When did you start this? Back in the 90s, early 90s, 91?
Oh, earlier than
was
that.
up-
Fred
I was up-
Sanford was her first.
No, he wasn't. I was out. Actually, my first client was. Can I say?
Yeah.
Jim Belushi was one of my
Really?
first clients.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Did you read the? Did you even look at the book?
Not really.
Okay, that's
See,
all right.
it's a
I'll cue
doorstop.
you.
Thanks.
You'll follow my lead.
Thank you.
What's the name of the book?
From Secrets of a Hollywood Supermadam, which your listeners can also look at on www.supermadamsecrets.com.
Is it available at Amazon.com also?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any store you can go in. If it's not there, you can order it and have it in a few days.
Back then, was it these women rented by the hour? And what did it cost back then?
You know what? So many situations were different. For example, when a gal was in a centerfold of Playboy or something, there were times I got her like $15,000 to walk in the door.
Jeez.
Wow.
It really depended on the variable situation.
So does this happen with a lot of girls that we see in Playboy? We assume that they're only models, but then you call them up and say, "Listen, I can get you $50,000 tonight."
For an hour.
The truth of it is, I had 7 counts of pandering dismissed because I never solicited anybody. Because what your listeners may not know is pandering is actually to solicit. So I had 7 counts of that dismissed.
I thought pandering had to do with you like sifting through the rocks and getting the diamonds out.
That too.
That was panning for gold.
That was last year.
Yeah.
No. So actually, they found
Butt
me.
nuggets.
They found me when I came
5 carat.
I came from an entertainment family. My mom discovered Tom Cruise, so I really just came to.
Your mom discovered.
She was
Tom Cruise.
she was his
my mom
first agent.
discovered.
I think his own mom discovered him.
No, my mom's the one
Tom Cruise.
She was
my
his first
mom-
agent.
Yeah, my mom, who's still operative 30 years, was the one who had him change his name to Cruise. It was Thomas Mopather.
Mopather.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you
So I
say
came to
discovered
California.
him, what he was already an actor, or
He was just I can't. I think she might have seen him in a talent competition, and she handled him in the very early stages.
Roller skating competition?
yeah.
Nigel's
before
pissed again.
Risky Business. Yeah, no, she handled him right up until Risky Business, and then of course I don't know, ICM or somebody.
So she handled him all the time that he had no career.
Right.
As soon as he dumped her, he took off.
Right, went through the roof.
I won't comment on that.
Okay.
I don't
Well, I
want,
heard you did.
Tom's got badass lawyers. I don't want to.
You set up a lot of sexual scenarios for people, right?
Yes.
Like just crazy
Many.
stuff.
Yeah.
What was one of the craziest?
Probably.
Animals?
Let's see. What was? Well, you know what? I wouldn't.
An
set
animal
up,
calls. Listen.
I wouldn't set up any calls with animals. No,
Okay.
I kind of drew the line there. Anything you can, other than that, you could probably come up with, you know.
So then you sit there on the phone and negotiate the price. Someone says, listen, I want to get spanked, and then I
want a crisper full of vegetables.
I want someone to barf on me.
Exactly.
And then you start going, okay, barf.
Exactly.
You can hear the adding machine going.
Yeah, click, click, ching, ching.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's racist.
Yeah.
Well, we're profiling a little bit.
We have a lot of ching-chings listening, but thanks. Or used to.
It's all good.
One of your clients was Tommy Lasorda?
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah.
How often would he call?
Whenever.
And he's a married guy, right?
Yeah, he was married.
Boy.
Yeah.
So, and would he say, hey, it's me, Tommy?
That's amore.
Yeah, exactly.
What-
you know,
what-
you can't
what-
forget that husky voice. He came to me through a client of mine named Jim in Chicago. Remember I said you had to come to me through someone.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He came to me through a client I already had.
Were you worried, though, each time a call
No.
comes in? I mean, but then that's not being smart.
Was I worried about what?
One of these guys being a cop.
First of all, I had already see, that's why you didn't read the book. I had already gotten immunity from Heidi's trial because of a love affair with a detective. So I had already gotten immunity once before, so I kind of had the cop hookup.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Had the cop hookup. But not forever, obviously.
And just to let you know,
Yeah.
when we book interviews, we do want to read the material.
I'm being
No,
facetious.
but listen to this.
But CBS does have this policy that it has to go, any product
The
coming
book.
in
Did you
has
ever
to go
get
through
it?
all of this security
Not
stuff.
yet.
Now, that's what I'm trying to tell
I
you.
wish I knew I would have brought
You won't
one.
listen.
I wish you would, too.
Oh, gosh.
So it's going to get here like 2 weeks after you're gone. And
I can overnight it when I get back.
Oh, I won't be
Don't worry
interested in it
about
then.
No, don't. It won't get here.
Got to be better than this interview.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, kind of,
It's
sort
okay.
of, to a degree.
Lasorda.
Tommy
It's
Lasorda. Right.
It's okay.
So,
How much money did you make the whole time you were doing it? We're talking millions?
I made millions and I lost millions.
wow.
How'd you lose it? You didn't put it like in an
Being
offshore bank
prosecuted.
account?
I did all kinds of things, but still, you know, first of all, again, I was pumping hundreds of thousands in my recording career.
How'd that go for you?
Very well, actually.
Oh, really?
No, I was doing really good. It's at the time of my arrest, I was really scheduled. I was backed by one of the biggest record promoters in the
Did
business.
not know
then.
this.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's all on my website, babydol.com, with one L,
Babydol.
of course.
One
My
L.
tracks are on there. They just
Okay.
played it on.
What kind of music is it?
I was doing pop. Now I would do blues. I was doing pop though.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
there's an age restriction.
No,
Oh.
you know, that was then, this is now. I got a
gotcha.
different story to tell. You feel me?
I'd love to.
Okay.
What's that cost me?
Yeah, it's not for sale. It's not for sale anymore.
Oh, lady. Are you with a man then? You married or
No, I'm not married.
no?
So wait, what was the music? Did it chart? Was it?
Yeah, I had I was getting legitimate record deals. People that were in the entertainment business.
Were you on the radio?
Yeah, I was on radio.
Okay,
If
so-
you go to my website again, you can.
So once you got on these radio stations, like on Billboard, where would you chart? Like about in the top 10?
No, I wasn't in the top 10. I hadn't gotten a top 10
top 20?
yet. You know, top 75.
This was on there.
I mean, it was, you know, I was getting legitimate
let's
deals.
just cut
and-
the crap. You didn't even make the top 100.
No, I
Let's
did
be
make the top
honest.
100. No, I did. It was,
I've
I was
never heard
getting
of you,
good
though.
deals. Do you play music on here?
No, but
Oh, well, that could be a reason.
no, I was.
Oh, roller skates. Do you see yourself going back to being a madam?
Oh, no.
No?
I never want to manage gorgeous women again. The drama
Oh, I bet.
is just endless, you know. And
the-
porn stars.
And the tampons.
Porn Yeah, you know. Managing porn stars. Yeah, not an easy task. If it were that
Top
easy.
100.
If it were that easy. Okay. If it were that easy, everybody would be doing
Well,
it.
you got a fan on line 2 here.
Oh, I bet.
Line 2. Let's go to Joe in Long Island. Hello.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Joe.
I just wanted to ask you, how does it feel to be a complete hook?
All right, you obviously didn't hear the first part of the interview, moron.
Oh.
I just said I never worked for the service. I was the brains
Right.
behind the operation, nor did you read the book.
Right.
So you know what you do next time? Research it before you talk about it.
Let's go to Bruce in White Plains. Bruce, hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Bruce.
How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Even though you're getting bombarded with hooks, I do have a question.
Okay, give it to me.
Question is, you have any tips or any secrets or anything so a person doesn't incriminate themselves in this kind of business?
Do I have any secrets? I've got tons of secrets. That's why it's called Secrets of a Hollywood Superman.
So read the book.
Where have you been? What
Anything
did
that
they
you can just tell me? Anything.
What? About how to not incriminate yourself?
Yes, exactly. If I'm taking
You know, who knows? I mean, I don't have an answer to that. Anybody, I suppose girls are going to do what they're going to do. Just be nice to them and
Why aren't
tip them well.
Why aren't the guys ever busted? Or are
That's
they?
a very
John?
good question. No, never. They never are. They never are.
Really?
Why didn't you ask law enforcement that?
That's a good question. I'm sure you had law enforcement get freebies, right?
You know what? The truth of the matter is, that it took them 7 years to get me, but during the investigation, and it was a covert sting. The cop that was the head IO on my case actually. Hello. This is interesting. He actually. Oh, brother.
Nunzio, hello.
Let me know when I can get a witness.
Okay.
Okay. He actually had sex with the girl and paid her and busted her a lot of months later.
Nunzio, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I just want to ask this chick if any of the guys she's with, if their units were in the shape of a hook.
Has that ever happened?
Say what now?
Banana?
Could you? Do you take Ebonics? Or do you speak English?
Do you take Ebonics? Like they're actually offering it.
Okay, you've ripped on the ching-chings?
Oh, brother.
Ebonic listeners.
When you're ready to speak English,
Dan in
Paul.
Jersey, hello. Dan, hello. Dan?
Hello.
Dan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, effing dog house.
What?
Hey, this is Dan calling from the National Hooook Company.
From the National Hook Company.
Okay, yeah, how's it going down there? Okay, good.
That's three.
Okay.
And we
And
gotta get
original,
out of here.
too.
I got to turn it over to Zach.
They're clever at this, Dag, too.
Yep.
Oh, idiot.
Turn it
Clever
over
callers.
To Zach.
They're not that smart.
It's noon.
What's the deal with that?
What we got to do?
You're the
three
producer?
hook.
Oh, that was third?
Yeah.
Oh, you got hooked.
The madam got hooked.
Yeah, they were sneaking the word hook in. And then when they
That means if a listener or a guest gets 3 hooks,
They all said it.
you're out.
See, you probably didn't notice, but
Nobody told me the rules. Nobody briefed me. Nobody
for
briefed
coming
me.
in, Jody.
Okay. Somehow it went
But
over
Jody,
my head.
thank you.
Jody, baby
Okay,
doll
my
Gibson.
pleasure.
Listen, it actually was
best
really
with you?
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your website again?
www.supermadamsecrets.com.
And some of it got out of control, but I thought it was fun.
That's okay. I roll with it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
All
It's
right.
cool.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right.